And we're going for the savage leather. You do get a slow off these, by the way. And why are we farming savage leather? Well, all will come clear at the end of the video as I break it down for you, because we're going to be going towards pristine hides, but we're going to have to do a little bit of stuff to be able to convert them to pristine hides. And these, on my server, will be selling for like 600 gold a piece. Depending on how much savage leather and how efficient you are doing this farm that we're doing, also depends on how you perform. Basically, it is a very clicky intensive session, so you won't be able to really sit here and watch Netflix as you're doing this one, but it's pretty valuable in terms of your rewards. What you're going to be wanting to get to be able to prepare for this farm is getting your leather working and skinning for this one. But you can have your leather working on another character. However, having leather working on the farmer for this farm that we're doing will be more beneficial. Reason being, you will get leather scraps, savage leather scraps, which you can then turn into savage leather into these. So your gold per hour will be a little bit more higher, but it won't really matter. But as you can see here, my bags are pretty much full from doing this farm already. I've been doing it for 51 minutes 53 seconds. We've made about 47,000 gold. But what we get these tiny treasure chests because we are using an item. Bags are full now, so I've got a macro for that. I'll go for that in a second. I'll just pause for a second on the farm. You're going to be wanting to get yourself some Dark Moon Firewater. Deafness allows you to gather resources more quickly, so again, that works while skinning, increases the time that you decreases the time skinning, so it makes you more efficient. And you're going to want potions of treasure finding. These grant tiny treasure chests whilst you're farming, where you can get extra materials from your farm. I'm just going to have to sell some stuff quickly here as well, because it is full, and then we'll go through that in more detail. And then I can just sit here, spam my sell junk button. Clear out all of the trash. See how much we get from just doing that. And then jump out of the... So we gained just 300 gold alone from trash there. Isn't amazing, but it's better than nothing. Oh, just got a crocodile coming behind us. Don't know where that came from. But anyway, yes, as I was saying, as you can see, I've also got these tiny treasure chests here. And I've got a macro for it, which will be linked in the comments section. So if you want that, grab it. That basically allows you, as you're going along this farm, you can just open up these tiny treasure chests, which is just down here. So I'm going to spam click that, which is going to give me like volatile earths, elementium ore, pyrite ore, well, all of the volatiles from Cataclysm, which we can also use down the line for future crafts for transmogs, which we're going to be doing other professions as we go along. To craft some transmog pieces to get more stuff on the auction house to make more gold. Because if you didn't know, I'm on a journey to 10 million gold. And we're only on week 2 of this. And every Wednesday, I will be opening, doing a mailbox opening every Wednesday. It'll be live for you in the evening of a Wednesday, about 7 PM. And you can basically see the amount of gold, what farms have been doing for the week as I go through, what items I open from the mailbox, and you can see what's selling. Just so you can see that, you can make plenty of gold in WoW. And I always struggled, and it was doing me head in. And I've set myself a little goal, 10 million, in the hopes of getting a Brontosaur mount. The auction house mount, basically, which you can still get. But you can only get it from the black market auction house now, as it is no longer obtainable. And yes, from these tiny treasure chests, you can get greens. And then also, whilst we're skinning these, we are getting these strange bloated stomachs, which can also contain BOEs. It can also contain all different random cataclysm materials. along the lines of cloth, pyrite ore, elementium ores, and your volatiles, which you can all see here. And in this time of doing this farm, we have gained over 1,500 savage cloth, roughly, by the time we finish this farm in the 60 minutes. Because again, these potions, the treasure finding and the dark fire water, last an hour, so to maximize on your gold, you can do this for about an hour. Recommend it to do it for an hour at least, and stock up yourself. So once you've done your loop, that's how you're going to be pretty much running for 1 hour straight, doing that loop of the eggs, going around in a circle, this pile, that pile, that pile, that pile, that pile, oh sorry, them, and then to here. Quick little zigzag. The trick of doing it is you're going to want to use your swiping feral. It's the quickest way to kill all of them in one go. Sit here, spam click your skin button as soon as it comes up. Now, sometimes the mobs can glitch, okay? You'll see them fall off you, as you can see here. And then as you're running away, because you do get a slow when you've stepped in the eggs off the mobs, you're going to want to jump 3 times, which will cancel the debuff, which is the tiny teeth one there, as they do slow you severely. You can't jump out of shapeshift form. You can't... anything. There's nothing to remove it apart from jumping, basically, to get the... As it says there, jump to shake the off the young crocalisks. And you just want to spam click your skinning button. But as we're approaching the end here, I'm going to jump through the rest of the video on how you can maximize your gold out of this farm into the conversion rates of some pretty good money. And again, don't forget, in the comments section, guys, there is the macros for the stomachs and the treasure chests, which you'll see in a second. You do end up getting a lot of these, and you're going to want to be able to save up time on your backpacks and not getting that full of a stash. But as you can see, since I last did it, I've gained a few. Let's open them up and see what it equates to before that 1 hour ends. Obviously, we will go over slightly. But let me just stop. So you're making... I made 51,000 gold just there alone, off materials-wise. And the things that we're getting from it is the savage leather, where I've got 1,500, which equates to 7,200 of the gold just on them alone. And as you can see, 26,000 of these sell every day. But we're going to be converting these up to maximize and get more gold. That's just on my server, it's worth 7,200. As an average on a region, it's worth 8,500. Again, you're getting these volatile earths that are worth 100 gold, 154 gold for the pyrite ore, 400 gold for the volatile airs, 826 gold for the volatile lives, 800 gold for the volatile fires, 285 gold for the elementium ore, and again, I can also smelt these into bars, probably make a little bit more gold, and then we're also getting crocolisk tail. This is for... Well, you'll be able to sell this. People use it for cooking, getting the cooking skills up. And again, I've got 1,700 gold's worth of meat. We've got a few greens which we can go through. I've still got another stomach down there. Let's sell these. Sell this trash. And again, I use an add-on called Scrap, where you can set up a keybind and get rid of any common items that keep coming up. So that's worth 500 gold. I'll probably keep that to sell. As you can see there, with all the things the add-on, it does share some transmogs with... It's got other appearances with the same transmog. This one is a world drop. There's only one of it, so I'll probably keep that. It's worth over 500 gold. I'm not going to keep that, as it's worth only 150 gold on the auction house. 122, 36. We did get a pattern there. Not really worth it because it's just gems, but people will probably still collect it. 42, 76, 29 gold, 323 gold, multiple appearances, but we'll keep it. 500 gold, we'll keep it. Some lock boxes, 350 gold, 100 gold, 554 gold, 49 gold, 414, 1,500 apparently. So we'll keep hold of that. Throw it on the auction house. I'm a banker. 490 gold again. Are they the same? Different appearances. That's decent. 38 gold. 165 gold I'll sell. 32 gold. 110. 500. Neck pieces. There's no point keeping them. Shield, 490 gold, and again some more lock boxes there. And again, if I click my sell junk button, there we go, and we got a few. Oh, did put that down there. A few lock boxes to go in the warband bank, which I will be doing a lockbox unboxing. Lockbox unboxing. Okay, right now let me switch over to my leatherworker. Let's just go and get this out of the warband bank quickly. Warband, boom. Yeah, that leather. And again, you will need Cataclysm leather working for this, and it doesn't actually even take that long to get. I did one farm, used half the leather I got from the farm to get my leather working up, so it is pretty efficient. Right, professions, leather working. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna now convert this leather into 303 savage leather. Now, this is obviously going to take some time, so I would do this if you're going for your tea, you got to go and do some chores around the house or something, be proactive with your life. But we're going to go and get these done, and I'll be back once we've got these done, and I'll show you what you do next. So one thing I forgot to mention here with doing this heavy, converting it from savage leather to heavy savage leather, you could do with looking at the prices of the conversion rates. So as you can see here, I've got Craft Sim on my right, which is another add-on. You can see that every single one of these 10 savage leathers that I'm converting, I'm gaining 6 gold 50 profit. So we'll times that by the 300 that we've done at the end. If any of you can do maths, feel free to do so. I'm not going to do it on the video because I don't want to look like an idiot if I get it wrong. But let's see what the total gold is just from converting that savage leather that was worth 7,200 into. Alright, so we just converted all of that savage leather into heavy savage leather, which it was worth 7,200 gold, and after converting them into 300 heavy savage leather, it's now turned it to 1,972 gold extra. So, if I go to my bags, and I go over the heavy savage leather, and I hold my shift button, it shows there it is now worth 15,749 gold. I don't know how that's converted that. However, I will take it. That might be based off... I don't know. I'm confused. Oh, it was because I did the 1,000 stack was worth 7,200 gold. However, anyway, there we go. As you can see, there was another 500, which would equate to another 4,000 gold on top of that, plus the 2,000 gold, which makes the 15,749 gold. Figured it out. So, what we're going to do now is then go to here, and we're going to speak to Gillian Tanner, and if we go to here, pristine hides. Apparently, they're 400 gold at the minute, so it's not really worth converting it for that. However, if someone's just done a cheeky little snipe, or we can do a cheeky little snipe, let's see, we might be able to reset the market here and make a little bit more gold. Let's see. Pristine? So I'm going to use the WoW UI for this one. Pristine hide. Okay, so it is lying. It is currently worth 535 gold. There's 45 of them at that, so I'm not even going to bother even buying them. Sometimes you can buy a few and then resell them higher, but it's not going to make maximum gold there. However, so we've got 535 gold, and 10 of these goes into it, so I'm going to use my calculator because I don't want to be an idiot and butcher it on the video. So we've got 300, which is going to turn into, well, 30 pristine hides at 500. Times that by 530 gold equals 15,900. So at the minute, it's not really worth doing a conversion, personally. So on this case, we will sell it. But depending on your server, you can potentially increase this up. I am playing on Argent Dawn, which is one of the most popular realms on the EU. So the prices have gone down. When I did it last time, they were 600 gold, but your server could be even more. And again, it says here roughly 20 sell a day, and if you're converting these 300 into 30, you're looking to sell maybe 5 a day, roughly. With competition on your server, but I'm just going to sell these as is on the auction house from the heavy leather. But as you can see, you can convert these into the pristine hides. Guys, if you can, make sure you drop a like, leave a comment for me on this video. If you want to see some more gold guides, leave me feedback. What would make these videos better? Less of me waffling, whatever. Let me know. It is much appreciated, and follow me along on this 0 to 10 million gold. And my phone just did an alert. Lovely on the outro. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one.